We're hearing this afternoon that the Barbados Association of Retired Persons, or BARP, is pressing ahead with efforts to halt the Fair Trading Commission's hearing into a rate increase for the Barbados Light Power Company. Lisa Brome is at the Accra Beach Resort, where there have been developments this morning as well in terms of the actual hearing. Good afternoon, Lisa. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, Ryan. Yes, thank you very much. So, as you said, there have been developments here at the Accra Beach this morning when the session started just after 9 o'clock, just after 9 o'clock. We heard that another team of interveners had joined in that motion that you referred to, filed in the High Court yesterday, seeking a review of the order from the Fair Trading Commission not to stay proceedings in the ongoing Light and Power rate hearing. So in the motion that was moved this morning, Sharon Dean, who is the acting public counsel, told the commissioner, led by Dr. Donnelly Carrington, that her office is seeking judicial review of that decision yesterday, not to adjourn the proceedings for 2 months, to allow her essentially to catch up on all that has happened. Yesterday, you may remember that Ms. Dean said she did not take up the office of acting public counsel until perhaps 3 or 4 days ago, and she's behind in hundreds of pages of documents. So she was asking for the 2-month extension to be able to catch up. Now, Ms. Dean argued that under the normal circumstances, a tribunal of first instance, which in this case is the FTC, knowing that the High Court in this case is looking into the matter, would stay proceedings and await the ruling of that higher court. She said to do otherwise would be unreasonable, unjust, and unfair. Now, as is customary, the other interveners were given a chance to weigh in, and it was at that point that we learned the team of Tricia Watson and David Simpson were joining the public counsel's application before the High Court. Ms. Watson told the hearing the FTC's failure yesterday to allow the adjournment was a breach of the principles of natural justice, and it was prejudicial to BARP, which the Office of Public Counsel is representing, as well as consumers across the island. And Ms. Watson also contended that the decision went against the principles of the Utilities Regulation Act and the Fair Trading Act, both of which, according to her, have been designed to protect the consumers. Now, Ryan, as expected, the Light and Power team objected, led by King's Counsel Ramon Alim. They argued that today's motion was essentially a repeat of what was said yesterday. Mr. Allen said there was nothing new in law, fact, or changes in any circumstances to warrant the FTC changing its decisions about the proceedings. And he also argued, interestingly enough, that the Public Counsel as a body had no standing in the matter, and that it was not an intervener, and that as an incorporated body, BARP should be able to afford its own attorney. It was at that point that the chairman took the break to consider the arguments, and literally as I was standing by waiting to come on air, the panel came back and they ruled that there was nothing new, nothing to point out that there was an error in the law, the jurisdiction, or the facts on which it based its decision yesterday. They said that the public counsel also identified a matter of principle, but there was nothing to support that, and the argument that to wait for the higher court to make a decision, no authority was provided on which it could make that decision. So essentially, the FTC panel rejected today's motion, and they're continuing with the day as we speak. They've already moved on to another motion that is already being discussed. So that is the latest here from Accra. Of course, we will keep you updated as things develop.